everybody, and welcome to a very quick video. In fact, this is probably the quickest video that I've ever made in my life. I'm going to show you my makeup routine, and this literally is my everyday makeup routine. And as always, if you do like this kind of stuff, please throw your thumbs at it, consider subscribing and hitting the little bell. God, my hair's probably looking absolutely shocking right now. Whatever. So I am hoping that I'm going to get this done in 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to set a timer on my phone here. Ready, set, start. Here we go. I think I'm going to say here we go 1,000,001 times in this video. All right, so I'm starting with a powder. Actually, I'm starting with a powder. I've already done all of my skincare about half an hour to an hour ago. So yeah, it's a good idea to do that. Yeah, I do actually apply a powder to my face with a fluffy brush because this makes my makeup stay on for ages. I was so surprised about this, but bloody works. So I'm gonna keep using it. Don't need very much at all. And I do apply it all over my face, but if you've got quite dry skin, then maybe you don't need to. Maybe just your T-zone, but it really does help. This particular powder is by Larenim or something like that, and you can just get it off iHerb. But I think that if you used any kind of translucent powder, just a loose powder, it'll be fine. All right, next, let's get rid of some of that excess. The only thing about loose powders is that they're really hard to manage. Okay, so I've done that. Next up, I use a BB cream. Okay, so I use a BB cream, but you might have a foundation that you really love. I'm using the Natio BB cream, which is really cheap and it really works. I really like it, really. Gonna use my damp little, what are these called? Real Technique sponges. So, I do need to get my mirror up in front of my face so I know what the bloody hell I'm doing. Here we go. I find that this particular BB cream has really good coverage. If I don't use a powder underneath it, then it will come off through the day. So using the powder is extremely helpful. I find that these days also my skin isn't as oily. So that also helps my makeup stay on quite a bit more. But even when I did have super oily skin, so even before I started with Roaccutane, or Accutane, whatever you want to call it, I used this stuff with the powder and yeah, it was fine. Maybe I needed to touch up a little bit during the day with a bit of pressed powder just to kind of blot my face, but not really. It's pretty darn good. I don't know if you guys have any other suggestions for BB creams and things. I do want to try and do more oh, it's going to be really fun to talk when I'm doing this. I do find that see, I'm losing my train of thought now that I'm actually talking to you and I'm not going to edit this. So I do want to do more foundation reviews. So if you guys have any suggestions for foundations, please just leave them down below. I would like to maybe try some other BB creams as well. Some of you have mentioned some like Misha BB and that sort of thing. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I always love, you know, just having a bit of a chat to you guys, so please feel free to have a chat and leave me comments down below about foundations and things that you'd like me to test out. I think I might head to Australia Fair and Pacific Fair pretty soon and grab some more samples and try some more things out. So yes, there we go. Done. Nice and easy, nice and quick. And we are already up to 5:30 mark. Okay, that's pretty good. So if I wasn't in a super big rush, then I would probably at this point just let this not bake. People used to call it baking, but just kind of let it sit on my skin for a bit and let the warmth of my skin kind of warm up the foundation and make it all kind of just, I don't know, play nicely. But I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm not gonna let it play nicely today. No, look, I also, this is what I do generally. This BB cream is pretty good with this. I can just apply it and then I can keep on going with my routine and it's no big deal. So, here you go. This is something that I do. Doesn't matter what kind of foundation that I am wearing, I do tend to blot it a little bit, because even if you're using, doesn't really matter if you're using a sponge or a brush, sometimes you can apply a little bit too much foundation, and I just find that blotting it really helps to kind of, yeah, just make sure everything gets along and gets rid of any excess and helps it sit on my skin a little bit better. It plays havoc with my white balance on this camera. So next step in my makeup routine is going back in with a fluffy brush and a bit of pressed powder. And you guys have heard me talk about this stuff 1,000,001 times, as per, I think that so many other beauty gurus talk about this stuff. It's the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. I'm going in with Deep Natural. Oh, and the BB cream that I used was just in number 2. They've only got 3 shades. Anyway, yeah, so this is Deep Natural. And I do use this because I still get a little bit oily, still get a bit glossy, and it's awesome to give me a bit of extra coverage, and yeah, I just like it. Got a hoon happening out there. All right, here we go. It's super weird filming this without being able to kind of stop it and start it and repeat things. Like, usually I would make so many mistakes. I'm making a lot of mistakes even now. So this is kind of interesting to see the whole process of filming too. But usually I would be stopping and starting and redoing things and making about 5 different versions of the one video and then trying to figure out what are the best bits and sticking them all together. But no, not doing that today, because I gotta go to work. Oh, the other good thing about a pressed powder, because it does have a bit of color in it, is that if your foundation doesn't exactly, or your BB cream doesn't exactly match your skin tone, then using a pressed powder can make sure everything is matchy-matchy, you know what I mean? So that's why I love it, because this BB cream, I do really like that BB cream, but 3 shades is kind of pathetic. I mean, hello, Fenty Beauty. My God, 40 shades, cray cray. Make sure that's blended all the way down your neck, because oh my God, have we all been there? Have we all been there where the makeup stops about here? And oh, yep, been there. Okay, so I am at the 10-minute mark. Cool, all right, I'm gonna get a wee bit of this out of my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna move on with my eyes, and I am going on with the Innoxa palette here. If you have another palette that you really love, my advice is just to choose a particular color which you can use all over the lid. So I'm not going to be using multiple colors today. I'm just using the one, and I'm using my finger, la la la, because using your finger with the colors can actually give you more pigmentation. And you might even find it easier to control if you're in a hurry, instead of just stuffing about with a brush. So this color here is kind of really nice coppery brown with a bit of shimmer in there, and I load most of it onto my eyelids and then kind of smudge it into my crease. So it does blend a little bit. It's not too cray-cray, but that's why I like this particular shade, because it really does give me a little bit of color, and yeah, I'm happy with that. I can keep on rolling. Next up, we have this one here. My camera's about to go beep, but it's okay. So this one here is the Essence, the False Lashes Mascara. So this one is incredible. I bloody love it. Choose a mascara that you absolutely adore. It's really important to brush your brows. Get yourself a little spoolie and brush your brows out, because it not only sets the hairs into place, but it will brush any excess product out of them too. If you need to apply a bit of brow product, then I highly recommend that you grab yourself like one of those little brow gels that has the fibers in it, so you can apply that, because that's probably the quickest way to put your brows on. Do you know what I mean? Okay, last step for me is a bit of tinted gloss. This one here is the Harraw Black Cherry Tinted Lip Balm. Sometimes I also apply a bit of lipstick from a tube, like not a liquid lipstick with a wand, I mean a bullet lipstick, because bullet lipsticks, I don't know about you, but for me, bullet lipsticks are way easier to apply. It's just so much quicker. But the reason that I also really like using a lip gloss, a tinted one especially, is because you can just kind of slap it on your lips and you don't need to worry too much if you're over the lines or under, like whatever. It could be a little bit messy, and that's okay, because it's lip gloss and it just kind of goes everywhere anyway. And what do you know, guys? This is my face, this is what I do, and stop. 15, not even 15 minutes, I can officially say this is my makeup routine, my everyday makeup routine. I wear this to school, I wear this to work, and it is under 15 minutes. And now I can pop some edits in here, yay! I wanna know what kind of products that you use for your makeup routine. What do you use that kind of speeds things up and just gets you out the door in a hurry? Okay, I'm gonna go to work. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to catching you next week. Mwah! See ya, bye!